Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Again, my name is Nick Lawrence, and welcome to my channel. So, if you don't know already, today is the third day recovering from my surgery that I had last Friday. Today is Monday, I guess. The time kind of flies when you're stuck on the couch and stuck in the apartment, but I am feeling much better today. Compared to yesterday and the day before, I can actually move around a little bit without seriously sharp pain, and it's just a good sign because I was getting worried that I would need the whole 2 weeks, which I probably should take for recovery from the surgery. But if by Friday, even Saturday, I'm feeling good enough to just sit on the bike over there and get some miles under me, just get the legs moving, some sweat going, then that might be nice, just to not worry as much about the impact that this will have on this upcoming season. Realistically, it should be a net benefit because I got this thing taken care of on my back, and this forced week to 2 weeks of rest will likely be pretty good for my body, because I don't know how much rest I would say I had for the whole year, but I think I would limit it to about a month's worth of rest, which sounds like a lot, but that whole month worth of rest came directly after my Ironman, where I probably needed a little bit more than that. And even then I was still kind of pushing it because I didn't like the idea of resting, which, as you all know also, that is, rest and recovery is a core pillar of Ironman training of this channel, and it's probably the hardest one for most of us endurance athletes to actually execute on, because there's this feeling when you train for Ironman that you're never quite doing enough. And I think that feeling comes from the grandness of the event, with how large the event is and how much training goes into an event like this. It's hard not to feel like more is better. When I was talking to one of my friends today on Instagram, and I said something along the lines of, it's a 2-week recovery period from the surgery, but 1 week if I'm not being a baby. And he said, well, I'd rather be a baby than cause some additional issue as a result of not getting the full recovery. And that was a smart thing of him to say, and made me maybe realize one of my flaws, even though I preach it often about trying to be as smart as you can with your recovery and working in your recovery weeks, which I've been doing. If you have something serious that happens to you and the doctor recommends that you should take 2 weeks off, it's probably best to take the 2 weeks off. So that's what I'll probably do. Staying true to my word, yesterday I did more work on my website today. I also worked today, so I didn't actually end up taking off of work. I recovered enough this weekend to feel comfortable getting back to work. And I basically put the finishing touches on the first draft of my website, which, if you don't know, is www.nick-lawrence, LAWRENCE.com. And this website is basically intended on being my personal brand site, where I talk everything endurance, Ironman, that kind of portion of my life. I'm not really bringing my engineering into that, I'll say, realm. Trying to keep things separate for now, just focusing on the single effort, which is Ironman endurance training, that kind of stuff. maybe some lifestyle in there, but really it's lifestyle as it pertains to Ironman training, because it is a completely different lifestyle than most others can appreciate. But so that's done. I think I was saying I wanted that first draft done by January, so I have to modify my goal because I overshot it. There is some work for me to do. I still need to fix the copy and my messaging, and that's going to be an ongoing, iterative process to continue to improve over time. I'm not going to come out with a Picasso on my first go around. And then I'll need to get some high quality images and icons and stuff like that for the website, in addition to actually building out the email list and the initial sequence that will be sent to somebody when they join the list, and refining all my processes that I'm gonna have on there before I start driving traffic to the site, which as you also know, the goal is to drive traffic to the site via organic content, and then eventually, as the pages start converting how they're supposed to, paid ads. And that is my funnel. if you all know online marketing and stuff like that, where that's the term used to describe the process that you guide a prospect, a lead, a person through to introduce them to your world, and hopefully, if they like your stuff and they like being part of your world, then becoming a customer, a paying customer, and someone who takes part in the community. So with that, I'm going to close out my tasks for the day. This upload is the last thing that I had to do today, and it is now 10:23, which I would like to start going to bed soon. So thank you all for listening. As always, if you like this video, like and subscribe. If you have any comments, there's a cool place for you to leave those on YouTube. It's called the comment section. So leave something there, leave some feedback, let me know what you like, what you don't like, if you're enjoying this, etc. Okay? Good night.